Hello, nurses, midwives, and allied healthcare professionals from the Philippines and around the world. My name is Ellie, Sales and Marketing Manager of ASC Global Recruitment, and I am delighted to be your moderator for today's program. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us today, and we hope you will find this session informative and helpful. We have lined up a number of topics that we believe will be of interest to you. We have also invited special guests from Royal Surrey NHS Foundation Trust to provide you with valuable insights into the organization. We are confident that you will find this session to be both fruitful and engaging, and thank you again for joining us today. I am honored to have the opportunity to introduce our speakers who will be telling their insights with us later in the program. As you can see from your screen right now, later on you will be meeting Miss Ann Beth Bracero of ASC Global Recruitment. She's the recruitment specialist. She's a good one. And of course, we also have our two special guests later on. You will see them. We have Miss Zoe Nguyen. She is an international resourcing and projects advisor. And also Mr. Benson Nuevas is the practice development charge nurse, both from Royal Surrey NHS Foundation Trust. So we are really excited to be meeting these three guest speakers later on. But before we get started, I'd like to go over a few housekeeping items. All right. So first of all, you have to listen attentively and take notes if you wish. So we will be giving you enough time to list down all the questions that you need to, and later on we'll be getting back to you to answer those questions. And of course, feel free to ask these questions at any time in the comment section. Our team will be on hand to reply. So we have our keyboard warriors there, and they'll be very busy answering all your questions. So take that opportunity while we're doing this orientation to ask all the questions that you need an answer. And of course, our speakers will hold a short live question and answer session at the end of the program, which I mentioned earlier. And lastly, it may not be possible to answer everyone's questions during the event, but we will provide a full list of answers to your questions via email. Definitely after the program, we'll be sending an email to all of you. So please do not forget to register as well and send us your email addresses. All right, so next slide, please. So there you go. As earlier I told you, we'll be talking about a lot of things here, and I would like now to call on our first speaker, Miss Ann Beth Bracero. Miss Ann,
Thank you so much, Sir Ellie.
there you go,
Hello,
Ann.
everyone. All right. I hope you can hear me all clearly. So, a big shout out to our dear nurses, midwives, and allied healthcare professionals. Welcome to our live career orientation. Again, allow me to introduce myself. I am Annbeth Bracero, and I'm one of the recruitment specialists for Manila branch. And I'm also a registered nurse. I work locally and abroad for almost 7 years, and I specialized in pediatric nursing. Next slide, please. Now, we are very excited to share with you ASC's new application criteria. Yes, you heard it right. So, for those who has lost hope in their English language test results, do not fret, for we have formulated a new way of bringing you to UK one step faster. So, how does this new application criteria work? Next slide, please. So, for those who took IELTS, if you scored a minimum of 6.5 in reading, listening, speaking, and 6 in writing, we can already proceed with your application. Next slide, please. As for those who took OET, if you scored a minimum of C plus in reading, listening, speaking, and C in writing, you must start sending us your basic documents for we can already proceed with the next step in your UK application. Just a gentle reminder that you must still achieve the scores required by NMC before you can be deployed in the United Kingdom. Also, once you have received your job offer, you have 3 months to retake your IELTS or your OET and meet the minimum score requirement of NMC. Next slide, please. Now, these are the salary and packages that ASC and our UK employers offer. You'll see there that the minimum basic band 5 starting salary, or for those who are already NMC registered, is currently at 28,407 plus 5% HCAS or high cost area supplement in a total of £29,827 per annum. This is the standard NHS salary of a 37.5-hour work week. Another amazing offer is a free international flight to the UK. You don't need to worry about buying your own ticket or buying your own flight, for ASU will do that for you. Your English language test and NMC fees will be refunded to you as well. So make sure to keep all your official receipts. Also, an initial accommodation sourced and free for 1 month. Also, a free visa sponsorship with regular deployments, and there will be a free CBT review and OSCE training through our partner learning center, the amazing ADS Learning Center. Next slide, please. Okay, so as I have been discussing earlier that you should start sending us your documents. So here are the following basic documents that you need to send to us. So you must have your updated CV. Make sure to include your area of specialization, your job description, the employment month and year. Okay, make sure not to miss that. And we also need your valid passport and PRC license ID. And of course, your English language test, either your IELTS or OET, and you must secure your DMW PAYA certificate. Once these documents are received by your recruitment specialist, we can already endorse you for an initial interview with our nurse consultants or screener. Next slide, please. Also, please take note that ASC Global Recruitment doesn't collect any fees. And I know you are excited to know more about applying to UK, so for our next slide, please scan the QR code flashing on your screen. You'll be redirected to our website, and as you go through the page, you will know more about ASC and our UK employers. You will also see all the Apply Now buttons to give you access to an initial online application. Once you click the poster of our employers, you will be directed to the e-brochure, wherein you can have an overview about the employer and also what ASC and the employers can offer you. This is the sign for you to pursue your career in the UK, for ASC Global Recruitment has a lot to offer for you. So send your applications now. Our ASC team would love to walk you through the details of our UK employers. So thank you everyone, and we will be waiting for you. Again, I am Anne. I'm one of the recruitment specialists of ASC Global Recruitment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and that's really very informative, and it's really very exciting. You know what? If I am the nurse and I happen to hear this good news, I'm gonna send my application immediately. So all the nurses there is currently listening and viewing this live orientation. What are you waiting for? Start sending that application to our team, and we'll definitely answer your concerns or if you have any questions regarding this matter. So yes, so you heard about Anne from ASC Global Recruitment, and she'll get back later on for the Q&A. And we now have to move on to our two special guests, and I would like really to introduce them one by one. First, before they continue to their slides, okay? Our next guest speaker has seen her career focus on a wide variety of resourcing and consulting projects, including managing various and international recruitment programs within the NHS. Please welcome the International Resourcing and Projects Advisor of Royal Surrey NHS Foundation Trust, Miss Zoe Nguyen. There you go, Miss Zoe. And later, after her, we have other speaker. He actually moved to the UK from the Philippines in July 2022. Mabuhay po kayo, sir. He joined the Royal Surrey in-house adaptation nurse program, which was part of their overseas recruitment drive in partnership with Drake Maddox. In this role, he is involved in preparing overseas nurses for their OSCEs, offering them clinical support after joining the NMC register, and also providing pastoral support as they adapt to living in the United Kingdom. Allow me to welcome the practice development charge nurse of Royal Surrey NHS Foundation Trust, Mr. Benson Webber. So come on in, Miss Zoe and Sir Benson.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank
Hello.
you very much for the very nice introduction.
Thank you very much, Ellie.
Thank you too, and we hope to see you later on.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
leaving
you.
the floor to yours now.
So, let me introduce myself first. My name is Zoe Nguyen. I am the International Resourcing and Projects Advisor at Royal Surrey NHS Foundation Trust, and I have my colleague here with me today.
My name is Vincent. I'm one of the practicing and charge nurses, and I'll leave the floor to Zoe at the moment, and she'll be giving you some exciting more information regarding the Royal Surrey. Over to you, Zoe.
Thank you, Vincent. I'm gonna just steal the screen for just 5-10 minutes. Um, so first of all, thank you very much for joining us today, and I'm thrilled to represent Royal Surrey NHS Foundation Trust to come to talk to you today and share with you who we are, what we do, and what we offer to the international nurses and AHPs at the Royal Surrey. Um, so as you can see, we have a picture of the main ACU hospital here. We are the clinical-led NHS trust providing the care between the gap for the hospital and community services in the UK. We are the very big cancer care hub in the UK, especially in the uh, Surrey and Hampshire area. We are over 100 years old. We are one of the trusts that were founded by the Queen in 1866, and in 2018 we celebrated 150 years. And in 2020 we celebrated the COVID care and over 10,000 vaccination hub in the UK. Can I have the next slide, please? So yes, so you may ask what we do here. Um, we are um, we are proud to be one of the biggest trusts in the UK. We have the number I have here, 4,600 colleagues, are just the colleagues that are working here permanently. Not even mention those who are temporary, are working 0 hours contract with us. We serve a population of 320,000 for general hospital services and 2 million for cancer care. We're proud to be one of the trusts that are clinically leading in cancer care because we serve 2 million patients in oncology beyond the Surrey borders and even into the Hampshire area. We have over 550 beds across 20 wards. We have community clinics, 3 community hospitals with 46 beds, 16 operating theatres, 7 linear accelerators in St. Luke's and East Surrey Hospital. Next slide, please. And now is the exciting part that I would like to introduce to you. It is about the International Nursing Program. In here, we have a very dedicated international resourcing team. We're here to support your application from the scratch, and during your career journey with us, we offer advice and guidance with regards to visa sponsorship as well as everything relating to your employment during the time you with us. Just for me to talk a little bit about the history of the International Nursing Program at Royal Surrey Family. We did welcome the pioneer cohorts in 2000, but the first cohort arrived in February 2015. So we have a lot of experience and a very big community nursing and overseas staff in here, the Royal Surrey family. And we are very excited because we will be celebrating the arrival of the 50th cohort in December 2023, which is 5 months, in 5 months' time. And I really hope that some of you today will be joining that cohort and enjoy the celebration with us. And apart from the recruitment side, we do care and we have a lot of support regarding the pastoral care for you. We do offer an online welcome meeting 1 or 2 weeks in period before you come here with us. On the day that you come here, when the day that you arrive, we will prepare a welcome breakfast or welcome meeting for all of you to gather to sit in our social club together. As you can see from the picture, that is the welcome meeting for the cohort 46 who arrived in April 2023. And obviously we will bring a lot of guest speakers, some key colleagues, some clinical colleagues to come and talk to you on that date, and we will provide you the basic information, the most important information for you to start your career here with us. At the same time, we will make sure that you will have the UK bank account open on arrival to support your payment and whatever you want to buy or to prepare for your first week with us. We do have a lot of other supports, as you can see here as well, such as the cash advance, the group chat to keep you in the loop with everything and your cohort mates. We will support you to get all your IDs and settle down in the UK and a lot more. And now, if you are wondering, what do we offer? So if you come here as an international nurse, we will, or even AHPs or any overseas members of staff, we do offer visa sponsorship. And we will offer you a visa sponsorship for 6 years compared to other trusts. It could be a little bit, could be 5 years. Here, we will offer you 6 years. And after 5 years of living and working in the UK, we will support you to obtain the permanent residency. It is actually called indefinite leave to remain, which allows you to live and work permanently in the UK. And after 10 years of working and living in the UK, you will be able to get the British citizenship, and we will be here and support you in that journey. If you are successful at the interview, you will be offered a permanent contract of employment with us. What does that mean? That means we would like to keep you here permanently. We will offer you a job for life. And we will support you during the career journey with us. And when you enrolled in the international recruitment program, first of all, you will be offered as an adaptation nurse to attend the in-house OSCE training program, and we will support you to obtain the UK NMC registration to be able to conduct the staff duties at the trust. And for more information about the OSCE training and support you to get your NMC registration, Sir Benson will be the best one who will introduce and explain that to you later. Some of you may see, or some of you may be already aware of the journey to obtain your NMC registration or NMC application from overseas. In here, we know that you have to experience a lot of exams or have to pass a lot of tests to be able to be ready for our deployment. Therefore, we are proud that we have the very attractive offer package. We will pay and support you with the fees, with including the NMC registration fee, the English contribution. It could be OET or IELTS, your CBT exam, and once you're here with us, we will book and pay for your OSCE exam. We would like to make sure that you have a hassle-free with regards to your NMC application and registration. And for some of you, if you wonder if the trust have any other benefits, and I would love to say yes, we do recognize some previous experience as well. If you have the certain amount of of experience overseas in the nursing career, for example, 4 years or more, we would recognize that and offer you to be 2 years ahead of the pay point. It means that after 1 year, you get the pay rise in your salary. In here, we also offer you flexible working. When I mention flexible working, it means that we issue you a flexible temporary contract alongside your permanent contract, which allows you to work extra time to earn extra money if you would like to, because in here the bank rates, the temporary staffing rates are higher than the normal rates, especially on the weekends or bank holidays for those who would like to earn more during the year. And this is particularly beneficial for those who would like to, expand your experience and develop your skills in various roles. Because with this contract, you can work in different and various departments or roles if you would like to, which is a very good opportunity for those who would like to expand your expertise. Other than that, we have a lot of financial support. And one of the things that I've got a lot of questions from candidates, which is the accommodation. As you can see from the previous slides from ASC, we do offer 1 3-month accommodation in the trust accommodation. We do offer you 2 months here with us. And after that, we offer you an accommodation loan, which you can use to source your own accommodation after that, and use that for your deposit or first month rent, which is really, really good. We also have a very strong health and well-being team who will be here to support you during your career. Next slide, please. Wow, staff benefits. What else do we offer? In here at Royal Surrey family, we offer a range of staff benefits. One of the benefits and one of the program that I would like to mention first is the Employee Assistance Program. So what is it? It is basically the 24/7 telephone support service. We will have a dedicated team who are available for you to contact with regard to your health and well-being, financial support, or any queries or issues that you may need to ask or seek advice. So in here, it is something that we are very proud and to show very proud that we offer to all of the staff. As part of the NHS, we do have a very generous NHS pensions with a lot of benefits that you can be beneficial from. At the same time, for those who are having childcare, we have a very generous maternity and paternity leave and childcare support, and flexible pay system, which allows you to withdraw up to 50% of your salary in advance, and a lot of other benefits that I can't name all of them here today. But if you would like to know more about that, you can access the VVAP website at vvap.co.uk, where you can see a lot of our benefits on there. Next slide, please. Yes, another thing, I forgot to share with you that at Royal Surrey family, we have over 90 nationalities. We have a huge community of overseas staff, and hence why we have a very big staff networks. One of them I would like to introduce you is the RICH network. It is the network for Black and minority ethnic staff. We also have the DON network for disability and for disabilities network. We also have LGBT and Women into Leadership Network. The Women into Leadership Networks is actually chaired by our executive, um, Louis Stead. So if you're here, we would love you to, to connect with each other and learn from each other and connect with a lot of other people in these staff networks. And I think that's everything that I would like to share with you today. I will hand over to Vincent, who will share with you about the career opportunities as well as the OSCE training.
Right. Thank you very much, Zoe. So, yes, thank you very much, Ellie, for the next slide. So, we'll be talking about the test competence, which is part two, which everybody's more or less excited about. And I'm going to be talking about briefly about it because there's a lot of elements to it, and I think me being given this limited amount of time will cover it. So, next slide, please. Thank you. So for this one at the moment, so we do have variant pictures that you can see there from our previous course. But the main gist of it is that once you come over here to the UK, after being screened by the lovely Zoe and his team at the moment from HR, and once we started the ball rolling of meeting you and arriving in UK after giving a welcome breakfast, collecting your BRPs, and also having a welcome breakfast during that social club, once we start more or less your training, it's the training that you have at the moment is a 2 week OSCE related teaching, which is classroom based teaching that we have at the moment, wherein we employ a lot of teaching methods like demonstrations, videos, role playing, feedback, and feed forward. Those are the types of trainings that we'll be having during that period of time. And because it is going to be OSCE related teaching, we'll be providing with the OSCE prep training materials or booklets that is relevant to your training for those relevant for those 2 weeks, and also practice booklets for you guys as well at the same time. In addition, because you'll be working at the trust during your induction period, there will be a 1 week trust induction related training that you have. So this is more or less mandatory for all new members of staff coming into the trust that we have, wherein you'll be covering sessions regarding manual handling. You also got covering also for basic life support, and also other mandatory trainings that is required, including the care certificate induction, where because you'll be coming for, and I'm not so sure if Zoe mentioned it earlier, once you are on our contract, when you start your training over here, you'll be employed as a band for staff because you're an unregistered members of staff. Any unregistered members of staff needs to undergo this training in order for you to best prepare and get adapted into looking after adult patients here in the hospital that we have. Also, in relation to that one, we also have OSCE related practice sessions for you because most of you, once you start working clinically during your 1 week of supernumerary clinical shift period, you will want to have a dedicated day in order for you to practice, in order to polish up your skills before your OSCE date itself, and also as a learning opportunity for you at the same time. So we also got a mock OSCE that we have included also, where in this mock OSCE, you'll have an opportunity to consolidate all of those trainings that you have for the last 2 weeks related to your OSCE teaching. And in order for you to gauge yourself about what the things you have learned and what the things you have to improve. On the flip side, it's also the things that you have more or less that's done well, actually, that you can carry on and you can actually inculcate and also actually apply during your OSCE on the day itself. And also, it doesn't stop there at the moment. So we'll be there as part of the practice development team. We'll be there to support you not only during your OSCE period of adaptation, but also not only when you're working clinical shifts, but also once you manage to pass your OSCE successfully and get your registration for the NMC, you'll be enrolled to the Trust Preceptorship Program, wherein for the next 12 months during your first year of being a Band 5 staff nurse, we'll be there to support you in order for you to adapt to your new role as a Band 5 staff nurse. So that's how robust our training program is. And therefore, you'll be seeing a lot of us around the hospital. So I'm a part of a member of the team, and there are other members of included in my team that you'll be able to see and offer you support. And we're always approachable and we can be accessible quite often. So on that note, hopefully a lot of you guys will be interested. And yes, I'm looking forward to seeing you all, actually. And thank you. And over to you, Zoe.
Uh, Thank you very much, Benson. I hope that our session, our presentation was helpful to you. If you would like to ask any questions, please feel free to do so at the Q&A. And please feel free to follow us on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn for more information and updates. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you so much, Miss Zoe and Sir Benson, and of course to Anne earlier. So now we are open to the question and answers. I know a lot of nurses would really like to ask these questions to all of you. I have been monitoring as well the questions, and the good thing that we have our keyboard warriors there who are answering these questions. But right now we have a few questions here, so it can be answered by our speaker. So, Jeff, can we have those questions, please? There. Can I arrange accommodation for my family before I arrive in the United Kingdom? So, is anyone from you can answer this one?
Sure. Um, with regard to accommodations, we do offer 2 months, standard 2 months accommodation for everyone. What we have here in the trust accommodation is the single room for one person. However, if anyone would like to bring your family over, please feel free to get in touch with us in here, and we would be more than happy to to help you source the or your accommodation for your family, instead of the trust accommodation that we'll give to you, because that will be for only single tenants. But then, yes, it depends on how big your family is. It's going to be your dependent or your children as well, depending on. So this will be reviewed case by case, and we will support that case by case.
Thank you so much, Ms. Zoe. Do you have more questions? Oh, there. This is a question from Christina Brito Huesca. Do you also support applicants with dependents? So I believe this question is for you again, Ms. Zoe and Ms.
Thank you. And I would say absolutely. We support not only you, but also your dependents or your children if you want to bring them to the UK. All kind of support. It could be advice that we give to you. It could be the visa sponsorship support to bring them over once you're more settled down in the UK. When you're here with us, you know where we are. You can come to talk to us in person or email us. We are always very supportive, because we know that everyone has some dependents and have want to bring some family members over. Yes, we do support in that regard.
Right, thank you. I hope, Miss Christina, that gives you a good answer. Any more questions, please? There you go. How long of an employment gap in hospital experience is acceptable?
Okay, so ideally, UK employers prefer a maximum of 12 months gap in clinical experience. However, if you have a bigger gap, this will be individually assessed by your recruitment team when you apply, as exceptions may be allowed depending on circumstances. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anne. Do we have more questions there? I believe we really have lots of questions coming in here. A lot of nurses are really watching us over. What's the best part of being a nurse in Royal Surrey? Miss Zoe and Mr. Benson.
I think I'm the best person to answer that question. Well, it's two things. It depends upon what you're looking for at the moment. One, if you're more or less into bringing over your family and developing your family over here and getting settled in the UK, yes, that's one of the good parts here of the Royal Surrey, because, like I said, I've been here for about 21 years for this week actually, and I've got a lot of people who's been here since 2000, and they already got family, friends, and also grandkids already here, and they're quite settled at the moment, and they even brought their relatives at the same time. So it is quite a good area, a good community, and like Zoe said earlier, we do have a growing population of overseas staff, nurses, workers here in the trust. On the flip side, if you're more or less into the career pathway, there are opportunities for you to develop your career actually. So once to mention, some of our overseas nurses have gone on up the ladders. They're already line managers, or what you consider as equivalent of head nurses. back in the Philippines, and we've also got matrons already here, and also one of them is actually our divisional head of nursing at the same time. So it means that there's a lot of career opportunities that you have. If management is not your cup of tea at the moment, then there are other aspects that you can do along the lines wherein we do have what we call advanced clinical nurse practitioners in the trust that we're in. They're already specialists in their area, and they're nurse leads, nurse leaders, nurse consultants in their areas itself. So there's a lot of opportunities, and depends upon your point of view and what is your drive, what is your passion, and that is the best part of being nurse in the Royal Surrey. Whatever your goal is, sky's the limit here at the Royal Surrey. Depends upon what you're after. Hopefully, I answered that question.
Wow, it's really a very informative answer, Mr. Benson. Maraming salamat po. I think we have one more last question here. Okay,
Age.
this question is yes. Is there an age limit? I think this can be answered by Anne or Ms. Zoe or Mr. Benson. Anne, is there an age limit?
There is no age limit. As long as you meet our criteria, you are welcome to apply.
Mhm.
Thank
Indeed.
you.
There's no age limit at the moment, so it means that whatever drives your passion, as long as you got that hunger in order for you to more or less be successful, either in your career or in your more or less personal life at the moment, and you want to settle in the UK, and you want to use the Royal Surrey as your base, then yes, age is no limit.
All right, there you go. So there are a lot of there are still a lot of questions going on here, but I would like to ask all our nurses out there to just keep on sending those questions. It will definitely give you or send you an email and give you answers with this one. So there you go, our guest speakers for today. I am really excited. Again, thank you so much, Miss Anne from ASC, and of course to Miss Zoe and sa inyo po, Sir Benson from Royal Surrey NHS Foundation Trust for giving your time, sharing your expert advices to all our listeners out there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
So there you go. But of course, before we end this orientation, we'd also like to let you know that we actually have a sponsorship for everyone. So this is actually an English language sponsorship. This is open to any candidates who has not yet met the NMC criteria. So these are the first takers and the retakers. So each month, one lucky winner will be entitled to, listen to this one, free IELTS or OET exam, which is worth around 12,000 to 21,600 in peso, courtesy of Drake Maddox. Thank you so much, Drake Maddox. Plus, free IELTS or OET, and it's an unlimited review package. That's around 4,000 pesos. It's courtesy of Niner Review Center, one of our review center partners. So there you go. Thank you so much for our sponsors, and we are looking forward of having the winner soon. And speaking of that, what are the criteria? Here are the criteria. It's very easy. Number one, you just have to attend one of our career orientations. So yes, you heard it right. Just attend and you're now entitled to join. And also take note of the attendance code provided below. As you can see, oh, there, sorry, you can see. So you also have a minimum of 6 months post-registration experience and apply to ASC and give the code. What's the code? It's CO147. So there, you can see today's attendance code, it's CO147. Next slide, please. So I would like, before ending this orientation again, a lot of you will be asking, why do I need to choose ASC? So here are the reasons again. First, we have 13 years of international recruitment experience. And secondly, we are specialists in NMC, HCPC, UKVI, and POEA processes. And also, we are ISO 9001 2015 certified, and above or amongst all of this one, we are an ethical, caring, and professional team, and maybe I can add friendly team for you. So less the hassle. Next slide, please. And of course, we successfully deployed more Filipino healthcare professionals to the UK than any other agency in 2021. This is a report from the POEA of 2021. We are the most trusted recruitment agency to UK. So this is actually from the top 50 agencies deploying healthcare workers to the United Kingdom from the 2021 POA report. So what are you waiting for? Apply to the best and most trusted agency now. Going to the UK. Who knows? 3 years, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months from now. Who knows? One of you who's listening out there will be, one of these nurses who will be in the UK already, enjoying their dreams of being a UK RN. Next slide, please. So there you go. Let's connect. Please follow us. Follow us on our social media platforms. Like, share, repost, and of course, watch out for more of our details on our social media platforms like Facebook. We also have our Instagram, our LinkedIn, and always message us to our messenger. It's at ascglobalrecruitment.com. There you go. So I think I have almost covered everything here. And as we bring our program to a close, we once again thank you for allowing us to be here this evening. See, it's already evening. And hope that this activity has given you a much clearer understanding of living and working in the United Kingdom together with Royal Surrey NHS Foundation Trust and how you can fast track your application with us. So once again, it is my pleasure to be your host for this program. My name is Ellie, reminding you that the UK is just ASC away. See you next time.